Good day. Welcome to my class. I am Aldwin Hernandez, your teacher for today, but you can call me Teacher Aldwin. Before the SEM starts, I am going to show you how do I solve your grade for the whole semester. Let's start. In solving your grades, we are following three major categories, which is the written works, performance tasks, and the quarterly exam. In written works, we could count it by quizzes, activities, and assignments, which is guaranteed at 30% of your grade. Next is performance tasks. In performance tasks, we are computing it by the output, which is approximately 50% of your grade. And the lastly is the quarterly exam, which is the midterm and the final grade. That is 20% of your grade. Okay, here in front, I have written the formula that is needed in computing your grade, which is N over H times 100, wherein N is the raw score or the total points that have you earned during the class, divided by the highest score, which is the number of points in the quizzes itself, multiplied by 100. The question is, where did I get the 100? The 100 is given already, that can be multiplied to get the percentage of the total score. Then, how to get the final grade, which is the percentage which is the total of the total number of the points will be multiplied by the percentage in each category, which is in the written works we have 30 points or 30%. The performance task is the 50%, in the quarterly exam, which is 20%. Okay, class, in front I have given some examples on how did I solve the student's grade. The example are, Miss Kathleen has 45 points in her written works, which is the formula I have given ahead we're going to use, which is his raw score, which is 45, over the highest score, which is 50 points, times 100 equals, I will show you by using electronic calculator, which is 45 divided by 50 multiplied by 100. His total score for her written works is 90. Then we are going to calculate the performance task, which is same process, is 80 over 95 times 100 equals 80 divided by 95 times 100 is 84.21. Next is for his quarterly exam, which is 45 points out of 60, which is same process, is 45 over 60, which is the highest, and multiplied by 100 equals 45 divided by 60 multiplied by 100 is 75. And now we are going to compute all, which is, the second is, we're going to find the percentage, which is, here is the percentage, we're going to multiply it by the percent in each category, which is 90 multiplied by 30% is 27, which is 27 out of 30%. Next is 84.21. multiply by 50% is 42.10, which is, we're going to change it because it is 105, which is, we are going to round off the 5 into 1. Next is 75 multiplied by 20% is 15. Now we are going to add 27 plus 42.11 plus 15. His total grade is 84.11. 84.11, which is the total, the grade or the total grade of Miss Kathleen is 84.11. Now, the second example is Mr. Horlado. If 50 points, he got 30, while his performance task got 75, then his quarterly exam is 40. Let's solve. 30 divided by the highest point, which is 50, multiplied by 100 is 60, which is 30 divided by 50 multiplied by 100 is 60. Then next is his performance task, which is 75 divided by the highest point is 95 multiplied by 100 is 78.9, which is 75 divided by 95 points multiplied by 100 is 78.9. Next is his quarterly exam, which is he got 40 divided by the points here, 60 points, multiplied by 100, he got 66.7, which is 40 over the highest point, which is 60, multiplied by 100, he got 66.7. And now we are going to solve for the percentage, which is by category. 60 multiplied by 30%, 60 multiplied by 30% is 18. Then his performance task, which is 50%, is 78.9 multiplied by 50% equals 78.9 multiplied by 50%. 50% is 39.45. Then his quarterly exam, which is 66.7 multiplied by 20% equals 66.7 multiplied by 20% is 13.34. 34. Now we're going to add these numbers, which is 18 plus 39.45 plus 13.34 34, which is his total grade is 70.79. Total is 70.79, which is his total grade will be 70.79. Gets class, or I will give another example for it. We can use
Okay,
the
class,
table
let's
and
continue our
translation
discussion
table
about
so that we can find
how
out the total
we
average
are going to
of
solve
the
our
students
grade
with their
using
total
the
score. That's all.
e-pandemic class
Thank
record
you.
or the pandemic class record. Pandemic class record can be found at the PowerPoint Excel, which is it is being already made to be programmed. Okay, let's start. In e-electronic grade sheet or pandemic grades, we can see two major criteria in the manual grade sheet we can solve three different kinds of criteria wherein written works, performance tasks, and quarterly examination, wherein if pandemic has only two categories. There are written works, which is 30%, performance tasks, which is 70%. Why did in the e-pandemic class record there are 70% in the performance task? Because we do not include quarterly examination in the e-pandemic. That's why the 20% from quarterly examination has been transferred to performance task, which is it becomes is 70%. Okay, I'll give the first example wherein student A, you can see above is the following points, which is in the written work we only have 30% of the score, which is written work number 1, the highest possible score is 45, and written work number 2 is the highest possible score is 50, wherein student 1 in in her written works number 1 she got 40 out of 45. Then in her written work number 2 she has 45, which is the higher score is 50, which is we sum up the 40 and 45, we got 85, which is 45 and 50, the highest point or highest score for the written work is 95. The student 1 got 40 to 45 and her score is 85, which is 85. We are going to compute 85 over 95, which is the highest points, multiplied by 100. Her percentage score is 99.4, which is we are going to solve for his written score as 89.47 from her percentage score multiplied by the percentage in the written work, which is 30%, which is 89.47 multiplied by 30%, she got 26.84 has her written score. Then we are going to proceed for the performance task. Performance task again has 70%, which is the highest possible score is 10, 10, 10, and 10, which the total of 40%, or 40 is the highest score of total number. If student A or student 1 for in the first performance task, out of 10, she got 9. Second, she got 7. Third, she got 9. And the fourth, she got 10. To sum it up, she got a total of 35 points out of 40, which is, again, we're going to solve for his percentage score, which is 35, the raw score, divided by 40, which is the highest point or highest score, multiplied by 100, which is we got a score of 87.50. Then percentage score percentage score and written score we are going to solve, which is 87.50 times 70%, which is the 70% is came from the performance task, which is 87.50 multiplied by 70. She got 61.25. Then we are going to compute 26.84 from the written score, then 61.25 from the performance task, which is 26.84 plus 61.25. She got an initial grade of 88.09, which is the quarterly grade is 92, wherein the quarterly grade can be found in the transmulation table later on. I will show you. Then, next example is student number 2 or student B. In his written score, first written exam is 35, then the second is 40. 35 and 40 equals 75, which is 75 over 95. Then we are going to solve 75 divided by 90 multiplied by 100. He got 78.95. Then percentage score multiplied by the percentage, which is 78.95 multiplied by 30. We got a score of 23.69. And we are going to continue on the performance task of student B. First performance task is, which is he got 8. Second task he got 9. Third task he got 9. And fourth task he got 8. Then we are going to solve 8 plus 9 plus 9 plus 8 equals 34. And the 34 divided by the highest grade, which is 40, multiplied by 100 of the percentage score, he got 85.00. Okay, we are going to solve for his initial grade. 23.69 plus 59.50, he got 83.19 for the initial grade, and while his quarterly grade is 89. Okay, I will show you what is the transmulation table that I'm talking. This is the transmulation table that I talking with, which is here. I am going to underline the area where student A, student A got 90. Student A got 92 as her transmulated grade, which is his initial grade came from the area of 87.20 to 88.79, which corresponds to the transmulated grade which is 92. While student B, his initial grade is coming from the frame of 77.60 to 79.19, which is his transmulated grade is 86. Do you understand now, class? Where did I get the transmulated table or the initial grade of the students?